Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Loreweek. I am, as ever and always, your host. A little bit tired today. Not really sure why. I'm just kind of today. You know how it is. You just have days where you're just kind of We have very little news this week, which is good. Means we can get on with it, because I got other stuff to be working on. So I forgot to add something here. There we go. So first, we do have a small bit of show news. For those of you who haven't heard the announcement yesterday, first of all, go watch the full Lorewalker Theater. But second of all, the Undertale Theater has been announced. Ooh. The official announcement was yesterday. It is officially teased. It's officially going live next Saturday. You may notice that the actual video, the premiere video, excuse me, is not up yet. It's because it's not actually done yet, but it will be done in time. I decided to work backwards because each chapter of Undertale is longer than the previous one, so I figured start with the largest stuff first and work my way back. That way I will have a better idea of my own timetable, my own schedule on that one. I am currently on the verge of being done with Undertale Chapter 2. In fact, I would say I've got about 50 minutes of total footage left to cover, so definitely on track on that front. That's actually it for show news. It's kind of a dry week unless we talk about Active Blizzard or the GTA situation, both of which are just kind of getting worse, like you do. Anyways, regardless, we do have two very minor news tidbits. First, we had the casting of Sabine Wren, which is really strange. It's Natasha Liu-Bordizzo. I have no idea who this is. I looked her up, and I haven't seen anything she's in. It's really strange, too, because she has a perfectly good voice actress, Tia Sircar, and she's done the voice for her in the show, obviously, but also in the games. So I'm kind of weirded out that they decided to recast her, but I suppose that's whatever. We also have the fact that Warner Brothers is attempting to make their own Smash Brothers game called the Multiverse. I mean, after the recent Space Jam movie, this isn't surprising. Warner Brothers has been trying to make a thing. A Disney Infinity Micromano. They've been trying to make a thing with regards to the Warner Brothers verse. Like, they've been trying to make the Warner Brothers MCU. I don't even know how to explain that. Either way, the confirmed characters we have so far are Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, Shaggy, Bugs Bunny, Arya Stark, Tom and Jerry, Jake the Dog, Finn the Human, Steven Universe, Garnet, and some new character called Rain Dog. Okay. And that's it for news. There is very little news this week. So I don't even know why I put up this song. That took like 5 seconds. Let's go ahead and just jump right into the music comparison, shall we? Which I already have ready to go here. Now, we stopped last time. Let me go ahead and update this. We stopped last time with the theme when we get the Drake. When we're flying around and we have the Drake. And what we're supposed to do after that, raise eyebrow, is go ahead and visit Lena's place. We're supposed to go back and be like, hey, Lena, what's going on? I mean, apparently, Mike Romano. I don't know, though. As with many other similar songs that came out in this era, it's a castle theme. No complaints, of course, but it is a castle theme. That's exactly what it sounds like. It's exactly what it means. Like I said, there hasn't really been news this week, unless you count the Active Blizzard stuff. If you're wondering why I'm not covering that, I don't like to cover things that are in progress, especially when they're still kind of ill-defined, so we're just kind of letting that sit for a minute. New version. really heavy into the percussion, but I like it. Interesting use of the flute, too. Yes, I did, Zach Deft. Sounds kind of Kingdom Heartsy, doesn't it? It's also a little loud. Come on. Yes, I did, and I already mentioned it, Pika. I spit on them. This is really uplifting sounding, isn't it? Like, listen to this. This is like a good castle. I don't know what to call that. Like almost a festival kind of a castle. Works really well. And considering it tends to only play for the, you know, the good people's kingdoms, that makes a degree of sense. This is the extra layers they add under that, and what they do with the woodwinds really adds to that. Thank you, Oculus, for the sub. I have gotten that down for Diablo 3. Much appreciated. Nose is doing fine. Thank you for asking. Well, I mean, Gallows Kingdom is stupid, if that counts. Well, if it makes you feel any better, Valerian, the next song is... I have no idea. I've never heard of her, Zach Deft. I think they should have stuck with the voice actress, though. Who is a good actress, who has voiced her several times. So yeah, the fire-powered ship. I actually don't remember if this plays anywhere else, but I know it plays on the fire ship. Another kind of a military theme. In fact, this is on my Fortress playlist. You know, nice marching beat. Really going hard with the strings there. I like the drums. Oh, I like that. That's 2 concurrent harmonies going under it. And they kind of hand the melody off to the strings entire. Sounds like an FF8 song, in a good way. I really like how they're executing the beat of it. It remains very fortressy, very military. I like that. I like that a lot. That's good. That might be my favorite FF5 one so far. They added a lot to that one. Of course, Zach Deft. I don't have anything to add. Like, you're asking me to speculate in a vacuum. I've never heard of this actress, so I have nothing to say about it, because I have no idea if she's any good or not. The end. I got nothing else. That doesn't make sense. Hang on. Didn't we already listen to that song? Oh, no, it's a different one. So something disastrous is happening. In this case, the fire ship's about to blow up. I've never heard of that Sectef. Sorry. I've never seen anything she's been in. I mean, this is ripped straight from the soundtrack, but I think you're right about it. Straight from the CD, I should clarify. I keep meaning to replace these with game rips. I've just never gotten around to it. So everything's exploding. I think that's a better way to execute that section. Different instrumentation to vary it up. And that's it. It's exactly what it sounds like. I do like that better. I think they do a better job with the instrumentation there, but it's still pretty much a straight take, so nothing really new added there. But now we're all sad. If I could find the song. No, not that one. No. Hang on, see if we can find it. Correct, Crazy Norse. There it is. Now I'm reminded of Sildra. Or Sildra. Let's see. This is effectively the death song. I mean, it's a decent sorrow song. Yeah, it's not Xanarkin, but it's still good, I think. Who knows? Thanks for the fun. There's a reason I call Square Enix squirrels for brains, and it's not because they're stupid, it's because they're amazingly random and completely inconsistent. None of their business decisions make any sense whatsoever. So I have absolutely no idea what's going on with Square. So who knows? Who knows? So that Kingdom Hearts flute works really well there. Or clarinet, or whatever that is. I mean, we don't even have a release date yet, Valerian. Although I hope you're here for that, too. This works really well. I'm not sure what I think of the choir section there. It's a little weird, the way it's presented. It's still good. This section is perfect. The way they use the chime to emphasize the woodwind is fantastic. We always start at this time on Loreweeks. After I finish a game, Plutonia. Sometimes I forget to. Closer to 5 minutes, Dream Whisperer. There's nothing to talk about this week. Active Blizzard is still stupid. They cast Sabine Wren as an unknown. I don't even remember the other thing. They're making a multiverse thing for Warner Brothers. And Undertale is starting on Saturday. That's it. That's the news. I do like this. I'm not sure if it fits Sorrow in the strictest sense of the word, the Sorrow category, but it is good, and I do think I've grown fond of that choir after a few re-listens. Next, we're finally getting to some songs I was actually looking forward to, because one of my favorite songs in FF5, Valerian should appreciate this one, is somewhere. There it is. 4, Artificer Johnny. No, I have not, Trihexia. You know, what's funny is it feels like this is almost intended to be kind of a Mazidia-style song, but I think it works quite well for the library. I just love how they use the percussion, if you could call it that in this. Let's see what they do with the new one. Lazy writing, Trihexia. Oh, and I have no idea with regards to your earlier question about Arthas. Especially now. I like this. They added an extra beat to some of the percussion, which I really think works very well. And I really like their mixing up of the instruments, which adds to what is otherwise, admittedly, a bit of a repetitive song. That's good. That's good. I like that. Okay, so I'm not sure where this song plays. Oh, it's Lena's theme. It's not actually Lena's theme. Lena's theme's this one. But anyways. This is sad, Lena. It is the minor key of her theme. It might be Belvedere. I'm really bad at recognizing leitmotifs for some reason. Always have been. That's not the song I was just listening to. It's the same title. Hang on. For whatever reason, the songs are named differently, and apparently both soundtracks have a song named Reminiscence, which is a different song. There it is. Right? Yep, okay, so sorry. This is the song that is actually next, apparently. This is the flashbacks music. In my opinion, a better Sorrow song than the Sorrow song. Not that the Sorrow song's bad. Admittedly, I always think of the Sealing of Exdeath when I hear this particular song. Oh my gosh, Trickster's Lab. Thank you, really quick, before that bombards me. Always appreciate very, very much. Thank you so, so much, Trickster's Lab. If you know what you want to put all of those subs towards, please let me know. Anyways, so, new version. Which includes Kafka now. I like that choir. I like what they do with the echo. They add a reverb to most of these instruments to make them sound like they're playing in a cave. And I think the use of that, whatever that is, harpsichord, was a good choice. I really like the choir here. It's like no variation. It's, again, they've done the same thing several times in FF5. They've just taken the same song and done it better. No real remixing, which is fine, because they've been doing a really good job of it. Thank you, Artificer Joni, for the bit. I cannot, however, put that towards Half Genie here. Did you know that if you go to lorerunner.com, aka the website, you'll be able to see in the upper left there's a ticker of recently funded games, as well as it'll also be visible on the upcoming page and a few other things. Next is one of my favorite songs from the game. In fact, I've done one of my earliest remixes I ever made was of this song. And of course, that's why I can't find it right now. Oh, for God's sakes. Why do they keep renaming these songs? Why? Why? Why would... You know what? Screw it, screw it, screw it. To YouTube. There. Oh, there it is. Probably one of the more mechanical sounding songs I've ever heard. There's only a few songs that sit in the mechanical category for me. This is one of them. Excellent usage of everything here to make it sound like machines. Cutting off the notes early, reversing the notes, just wonderful stuff here. And that's actually it. It's a pretty short loop. But let's hear what they do with the new one. I already love it. Oh, yeah. I love everything that they're doing with this. All the extra details, all the extra instruments. Oh god, that beat. Probably not Starscream. This is great! Holy crap! Bringing it down, piano, low tier, emphasis, scare chords that go up and then go down and then bridge into this. Still keeping the beat if you're paying attention. And doing, I forget what it's called, off chords to sound wrong. God, that's awesome. Sorry. That's my favorite one so far. Holy crap. That is really good. Thank you, Starscream, for the sub. Very much as always. I have put that towards the KOTOR remake. Thank you, Dendo. N towards Trails in the Sky, too. Much appreciate both of you, as always. Artificer, by the way, I still haven't heard what you want to put that towards. And Riskbreaker asks, do I think Pixel Remasters with the Pixel Remaster, an HD 2D remake would be redundant? I mean, no, but I admittedly don't care much about the graphics of a game when it comes to remaking or remixing. So, for example, let's say that I was given the reins of a Final Fantasy VI remake, but I had to use the exact same graphics and the same sounds. So, okay, sure. But there's still lots and lots and lots of things we can change with regards to mechanics, with regards to adding content, with regards to dialogue, with regards to the leveling curve and the dungeon design and the item distribution and the boss design, and just so much can still be done. That being said, I'm with you. I would prefer what I've long since referred to as a full 3D awesome remake, which is something that I hope to do someday. I can put that towards Shantae and the Seven Sirens. Ooh, that's really good. Okay, so what's next? The next one... Here, let me double check, because the names have been weird. Okay, so, that's this one. If you're paying attention, this is like our third sad song. There's a lot of sad songs in FF5. I would support cheats, 100%. I'd have built-in cheats. Any game I design would be in that mentality. God damn it. Both of these songs are named The Day Will Come. This is irritating. Okay, so that's... I don't know what that one is. No. That one, right? Nope. What the hell is this song? Of course, this is the song labeled Reminiscence, the one we've actually already listened to. Okay, so you've already listened to the original version of this one, so I'm not going to repeat this one. Let's just go ahead and listen to the new one. Weird choice. Very FFA. I think that's straight up the same song they used for Fisherman's Paradise. Fisherman's Horizon, excuse me, in FF8. You hear it? Like it's like some kind of bell or something. Is that it? That's apparently it. Well, that's probably the most boring remix we've heard so far. I don't even have anything to say about that. Okay. Checking now. So, the next song is the Something Silly Is Happening song, also known as the Hildebrand song. Or Ferris is Secretly Totally Hot song. Gotta have the Musica Machina Atlas. It's track 28 of the Pixel Remaster. Okay, so that's what? It does sound like Earthbound. Is that a cow? Well, I do like the fact that they changed up the melody so it's not just the same thing over and over, but yeah, no, that sounds pretty straight. Yeah, what is a good title for that one? So, let's double check. Okay, so Chocobo. Very important. Final Fantasy V predates Earthbound by a year and a half. I just looked it up. December of 1992 versus August of 1994. Not what I was expecting there. They really like that sound for the Chocobo, don't they? That Latin song sound, whatever that is. I think I agree with Chaotic Danny. I think they use the brass better here. And I like the brass in FF5 original. No, of course not Triaxia. He was erased. Oh, apparently that's the loop. Sorry, I didn't even notice. Ah! Okay, so, double checking. Okay. So, sad home. We've always got to have sad songs in this game. This is Bart's hometown, I think. Either way, it's the sad town. Yeah, it's funny, for such a lighthearted game, FF5 has a lot of sorrow music in it. That is a damn good question, Blue Alex, and I've thought that too. Of course, the answer is I don't know. We're not there yet. It would take away my ability to rewrite the dialogue, which is what I was planning to do. And it would take away several of my tools to edit together the footage, because I can do a lot with the SNES emulator. But we'll see, I guess. I like that. The chime or whatever. Don't think I like the woodwind. That's possible, Takoida, since sound effects in FF6 are something I have access to. Lavos tracks, yeah. Song and dialogue, text would be the other big one for me. This is way more uplifting. The accordion works surprisingly well, though. I love the chimes. I'm not sure I like those wind. I feel they're a little bit off place here. And then it loops. So hypothetically, this is the next one. The ultimate sad song. Guess what, son? Your mother's dying. Of an ill-defined illness. And that's it. Yeah, no, it sounds like a music box, as it should. That is apparently it. Not much to say about that one. It's a music box. So then we get the airship. It should be right here, maybe. No, of course not. Why would it be right there? There's the airship. Traveling music, right? It's exactly what an airship theme should be. don't know if that's a French horn or what, but I like it. It's a little softer than I was expecting. They do that thing where they lean in and out of those notes rather than chopping them off hard. First one, Trihexian. And apparently that's it. I do like that. Yeah, it's softer, it's cleaner, and they add some accoutrements in the background. Still kind of a straight mix, but I'm with it. Which leads us to a somewhat infamous song. We all know X-Death is only popular because of his music. Notice how they use the guitar to emulate laughter, which I love that thing there. It's a great way to do that. So, drum roll. Not the direction I was expecting. Looks like they got rid of the laugh, but they went way harder onto the guitar. I also like how instead of straight strings, they're using the psycho strings instead for the most part. The X-Death shows up. I mean, X-Death has style. That's kind of his shtick, right? Unfortunately, there's no other loops. That's good, though. That's good. I'm with it. I'm with it. I am the with it. What's next? Apparently, so hang on. This could be several songs. Okay, so that's this one. He just headbangs with his entire upper body. So this is X-Death's Castle. I've actually always thought this is kind of a boring song, to be completely honest with you. Yeah. There's actually another song I tend to associate with X-Death's Castle, which we might get to today. By the way, the big one is 2 songs away. Yeah, Barrier Tower, that's what I associate with this song. The Atomos fight, or the lead up to the Atomos fight. This sounds like FF14. I do like how they use the strings a lot better. A lot more gradual. Really leaning onto the timpani or whatever that is. They actually pulled the bass down and emphasized the percussion more. It kind of does sound like Castlevania. Especially the organ. Yeah, the long organ shots, or notes in the background, really help. And then it loops. No, that's good, that's good. They took a song I found kind of boring and pulled it up a little bit. Which is this song? Ah, the song I actually associate with Exodus Castle. Hang on. I'm not sure what that's called in the original. No. Hang on. There it is. Okay. I mean, it sounds a lot more like a Last Dungeon, doesn't it? Even a fake Last Dungeon. Spoilers. New version? This sounds like Mario Galaxy. I like that. Still sounds like a Final Dungeon song. That one section, I gotta replay that. Right here. I don't know what that's called in music, but I call that negative emphasis, where you try to emphasize the same tune by removing parts of it. And that's really good, the way they do that. Pulling the brass down into effectively the background, but still carrying the melody, and then only having part of it emphasized by the strings instead of the full piece worked really well for that section. And then it goes back to, oh, that's good, that's good, that's good. So, now, I've never been a huge fan of this song, I'll admit it. But this is the most famous and most popular song from this game. I think you know the one. What do I need to add to this, right? Other than that, Scott Kabar is here. What's up? Yeah, you all knew this one was coming. I'm really curious what they do with this one. I've heard a few remixes over the years of this one. Haven't liked most of them. Like, I didn't like this in FF12, is a good example. Notice how instead of using standard percussion, part of the percussion is carried by the guitar. The guitar is playing the percussion. It's just really fast notes. You hear in the background there. They're just doing it again. Anyways, moment of truth. Good intro. Emphasizing the beat more. Okay, yeah, that trumpet works. Or whatever it is, that brass. I think adding the rock organ harmony underneath the brass, and then adding the synth guitar underneath the rock organ was a good mix there, and it helps to build it up a little bit. Normally, I'm not a big fan of mixing this kind of guitar and brass, but it actually works surprisingly well here. What are we thinking? Because, yeah, I think this is a good mix. Which is weird. Like I said, I usually don't like mixes of this song. Yeah, the way they use that, the distorted guitar. And yeah, they just loop right back into it. And they force Eclectic to donate to me. Which is obviously the best part of this. Thank you, Eclectic, as always. Very much. Much obliged. Yeah, that actually might be my second or third favorite mix so far. I really liked what they did with Musica Machina. Give me one moment. So our next song, so now we're past that. Now, I really like the Overworld songs from FF5. But when I say that, I mean the Overworld for 2 and for 3. So the first one is this one. You know, mystical lands we've never been to before, that kind of a thing. Yeah, I always bounce back and forth between whether I prefer Unknown Lands or the other one, World 3. Land Unknown. Yeah, it's a bit mystical. It's a bit sad. Gotta have more sorrow music in FF5. Good morning, Bregman. Wrong one. Oh, I like that. Literally, the echoing mystical cave feel there. Notice the reverb. I love the way those strings play off of each other. It's a chord, but they don't always chord. There's two string layers playing. I did know that's octaved. Not that I need to stream it again, but... Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Trathan. There's kind of a... I could see this being an ice cavern kind of a place, you know? Apparently there is a second changed section. Gotta bring in the woodwind. I wasn't sure about the percussion at first, but I think it's working, since this is still a traveling song overall. You know, Overworlds. Okay, I like that section. The build-up, followed by the woodwind. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. I like it. I'm pretty sure... Yeah. So then we meet the Moogles. Because Moogles. Kupopo. Kupo-po. Kupo. Not much to say about this one. It's the Moogle theme. It's silly, as with several songs in this game. There's silly songs, there's sad songs. And then there's rockin' songs. FF5, ladies and gentlemen. what I'm weirded out by is they added an extra section for this song. Stop throwing Moogles out the window. My God, there's a third section? I mean, I like how they vary it up each time, but... Okay, and that's the actual loop. Jeez Louise. Interesting. Yeah, I know, right, Trathan? It's like, well, and then it's going to keep playing, and then it's going to keep playing, and then it's going to keep playing. But then we go check out Galuf's castle. Galuf's soldiers are so stupid they can't tell that we're not X-Death's minions. And Galuf is so stupid that he gives bad orders to his own people. Dumb king, dumb people. I'm just saying, there's probably a correlation there. I do agree. Rather than being castle-y, this feels a little bit more fortressy, which works, since they are certainly more militaristic in the Second World since they're under siege all the time. Oh, I like that. They're doing that soft thing with the brass again. Love that percussion. That's a straight-up military drum right there, or a military march. Apparently no new section. No new section, excuse me. I'll think about it, Risk Breaker. I'll look into it. Do you have a backup option? Something that's already on the list? Because if I have to buy the physical copy, it is currently going for $150. Either way, thank you for the bits very much. And yeah, I really need to make a command for Nightbot for the backup thing. Looks like we go underwater next. If it's already on the list, then I've already bought it on the PSN then, so I'll go and accept that. I didn't think I'd add it to that list. Yes, Vagrant Story, used, of course, is currently going for $145.89. What is this song called in the original? There it is. So, Underwater. I've never actually played Vagrant Story, so... believe it or not, that's actually it. But for the new one... There. Command added. I'm actually with Trayton. This doesn't feel underwater to me, which is fine. It's just interesting. It's certainly a soft song. The inhaling flute thing feels more personal to me, since usually when you do an instrument that you can hear the playing of the instrument, like with a guitar or a flute, or two perfect examples of that, you're trying to do something more personal. And this sounds like a moment between two people, whether romantic or otherwise. I mean, it's not like there's any other versions to compare, Richard, but yes, we're comparing the SNES versus the Pixel Remaster. Still, I do like what they did with that. It's just kind of relatively simple. I bet you can think of the command hazardous, but in case you can't, it's backup. Not sure what this one's called, the original, so let's just listen to it. Ah, that's As I Feel, You Feel. Why in God's name would we listen to the GBA version? The GBA version is just the original, but worse. I mean, with the DS version, it was actually mixes, so there was a purpose behind that. I don't know what to make of this song. This is the Forest of Mu, or Moo, or whatever they call it in whichever version you're playing. I think I call it a moor in at least one of these. I've never quite liked this song, but then again, I hate that dungeon. And it's got one of the harder bosses for a 4-job Fiesta at the end of it. So immediately, that woodwind works way better for that. I do like the additives in the background. Get some Blood Elf string going on there. And the Blood Elf strings kind of start overtaking the woodwind. And then both are overtaken by regular strings. I think we've technically got two harmonies going alongside the main melody at this point. It works. Now we've got brass in the mix. Yeah, no, that's good counterpoint. I like that. It makes the whole thing feel ancient. And to contrast something someone said in chat, the Lonely One said, you know, this music playing in contrast to itself makes sense given this peaceful place, which, as you say, birthed our good friend. So there's X-Death. Pretty sure that's it. Yep, so now we got a waltz. This is actually jumping forwards a lot because they just repeat songs. It's always weird listening to a soundtrack because then in terms of events, we do the entire rest of the second world, and then we end up in the third world. And we're back at the castle, and we've got a weird fake-out section where we have to go without Lena for a while. And do an interesting dungeon without Lena. But first we have to have a waltz. Very important. Fun fact, if you're paying attention to the timing of this in the actual story, they're probably still either doing the waltz or recovering from the waltz, the big bash, when they're consumed by the void. Anyways. I mean, it's a waltz. Yeah, way more depth. Again, I get that it was FF8 vibes. Oh, wow, Valvatrix. There you go. I mean, like I said, the timing's pretty much right after. Like, you leave, you sneak out the back, and then... Well, there's a couple events, but still. Sorry, Spartan. I don't have a good answer for you, unfortunately. Because what I usually do is I usually go out of my way to do the 4-job fiesta. So, my classes are usually decided for me by virtue of the challenge. That being said, Mystic Knight is probably worth it right about the time at which you get your 2s. Fire 2, Ice 2. Sorry, your auras. Oh, is that a loop? I'm sorry. Didn't even notice. Okay, so now we have the Chocobo theme for some reason. It's the Chocobo theme. I mean, we've only got like 10 songs left. They are long songs, though, so I'm debating. Boss fights. Oh, there they are. I guess that makes sense. So it's a Chocobo theme. Alright, what do you think? Should we go ahead and finish today? We have 7 more songs I will cover, because I'm not doing the ending songs, because those are 15 minutes long. And 8 minutes long, respectively. We had no news today, so why not, right? Good idea, Blowfelix. So, okay. It's a Chocobo theme. I don't have much to add to it, but what I do have to add is that... So, like I said, the 2 overworld themes for World 2 and World 3 kind of bounce back and forth in my perspective as to which I prefer. But I do really like both. I have heard someone who's smarter about music than me say that this song is actually a mix, in musical terms, of the first 2 overworlds. The only thing I could pull from that is the usage of the banjo, and its beat, which is based on the first world, and then the more mystical synth choir, which is from the second overworld. I have no idea if that's true or not, though. It also does its own thing here. I like that choir. That works really well. And the chimes accenting it, hi Rex. Wonderful use of woodwind there. And the various strings which are counterpointing each other. That's a good decision. Bridging it immediately into a string section. So you notice how the first loop built up to the strings, and now we have the strings building down to the woodwind. Oh, that kills it. That kills it. Choir, the chimes, the build up, the build down. That's really well done. New opinion, World 3 is the best overworld. Okay, so the next one is... that one. Okay, so... sealing away the books. That's not the books being sealed away. Oh, for God's sakes. Okay, hang on. Nope. Nope. There it is. I love what he does with the symbol here. I actually really like the song. Even though it's only really used for the sealing cutscenes. It's a nice It feels almost Chrono Trigger-y, for lack of a better way to put that, right? Like, couldn't you picture this song in Chrono Trigger? Love the choir. I don't know what that instrument is, but I like its usage. It almost sounds like a harp, but it isn't. You know, Spartan, FF5 is a very hard game. That was the whole point of that speech. People call it easy because there are ways to break the game in half if you know what you're doing. FF5 is mean. I love how the choir is emphasizing this section. That's so good. Ooh. There's no second room, but oh, that's good. That's good. I love that. I love that. Okay, so I think that's this one. Sorry, so you missed this, Rex. But, no, that's not it. Some of the songs are mislabeled compared to the original soundtrack, and it's even worse than that. There's 2 songs called Reminiscence here. Check this out really quick. Check this out, Rex. So this is Reminiscence. And this is Reminiscence. Anyways, let's see if I can find this stupid song. Because we're doing, scroll down a little bit, we're doing this one. I have no idea. It's been a little frustrating to find some of these songs. I've had to do this a few times. There it is. I don't remember what this plays for. I do like this bit here. Yeah, no, it's the Egyptian theme. Not the direction I was expecting. I like that sitar. That works. That works really well. Pulling the melody down like that. I really like how they pulled up the percussion for the final section of the song there. That's good. That's really good. FF5's been knocking it out of the park so far. I'm really liking these. God, I'm so nervous for 6. Is anyone else nervous for 6? Is that just me? No, I have not, Trihexia. Sorry. So I think this... Yep, okay, so this is the song I actually particularly like from FF14, but also from the original. Prelude of the Empty Skies. Yeah, I'm just getting more nervous about 6 because they've been doing so well so far. It's like when you're on a speed run and you're on a header, you know? Heater, excuse me. Yeah, exactly. The expectation is growing because you're like, oh god, I'm doing so well! Need to not screw up! So, great usage of the brass, obviously. Wonderful usage of multiple different instruments trying to emulate this kind of echoey vibe of the void. Yeah, the interdimensional rift, which is actually among my favorite final dungeons in gaming. Or at least in RPGs. I actually did a accordance of the FF14 version of this because I liked it so much. I forget if someone requested that, but I know I did it. Fair enough, Bluff Alex. Fair enough. Notice how they do this? I don't know what any of the words are, because I don't know the terminology, but they do the soft notes immediately followed by the staccato or whatever, and then they do the soft note again, then followed by it again, and then they do nothing but soft, and then they speed up the soft, just to kind of... It's a wonderful way to do escalation. God, I'm sorry, Uematsu is so good at music, mathematically, and I love it. Anyways, let's hear the new version. Really emphasizing the bass. Apparently the rift is haunted, which would make sense. I'm liking this. Notice they're actually pulling the bass down a little bit as it's progressing. They started with it hard, though. De-emphasizing the brass. Really emphasizing the environmental sounds, which work brilliantly. Wouldn't surprise me. I wouldn't be surprised if they share sound fonts. In Square in general. I've heard so many different modern songs, modern instruments from like Kingdom Hearts 3 or FF14 or whatever in these soundtracks. They could have gone a lot of ways with that, but the fact that they're really emphasizing the depthless nature of it. The slow string buildup, the environmental sounds, the bass beat constantly just... Oh, that's... That's really, 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 really good. But now we have the actual final dungeon. Another awesome song in the original. As usual, the brass is legit in FF5. Notice how it combines several elements of previous songs. It's got the kind of castle beat, it's got the kind of fortress thing going. I swear this is actually a mix of Exdeath's Castle and the Fortress of Dawn Castle. It's a short loop, but... Now we're going into Star Fox. Really emphasizing the military march here. Notice how they very specifically cut off the brass as part of the beat. They also softened the strings to counterpoint that harder brass element. And then they swap, and the strings take over the melody, and the brass goes down to the harmony. That's awesome. That feels like classic Uematsu right there. That's good stuff. But then we have our final battles. First should be this one. Yep, okay, so first we have to fight Exdeath Part 1. Also known as the Beautiful People song. Doesn't this fight when you fight him at the end of World 2, I think? Yeah, I love the drum beat here. I've heard a few good remixes of this which really go into the drum beat. But then we have this section of the song. What's funny about this song is it does a lot, if you're paying attention. There's a lot going on, and multiple acts, chapters to the song. Notice he pulls the same trick he did back in the FF4 last boss song, where the strings and the brass are actually dueling. Do you hear them? And then everything gets a little bit more serious. And we bring back the drums. A damned good song, and a long loop, especially for this era. Most of these songs are like 40 to 90 second loops. This is almost 2.5. This is actually, no, it is over 2.5 minutes. A little nervous about this one, because I'm really hoping they really lean into the drums. Gotta have the guitar for X-Death. Loving the counterplay of the guitar and the drums. There's the party. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. It's like synth strings, but it works in wonderful contrast to the natural brass. And we got the guitar in the background. Interesting that before the bridge, it's just the brass. And yeah, no, perfect dueling instruments, dueling harmonies and melodies. That's really good. I was kind of hoping they'd go heavier on the drums, but they actually subdued the drums a bit, but it worked. It felt like more like a deep tremor rather than what I was hoping for, which was the massive earthquake kind of a feel. Final battle. Neo X-Death. All the pieces that made up X-Death are now loose and merging with the void, and that's bad. And kind of gross. You mean like Cthulhu Saves the World, Trathan? Not to repeat myself, but you notice once again the strings and brass are in competition with each other in this one. It was a tool Uematsu liked to use a lot, and he does good stuff with it. Lavos is actually probably my favorite take of that over in Chrono Trigger. Weird bridge. It's the only part of the song I go at. That's a good question, Valvedrix. There is sufficient evidence to indicate that he did, but it is not a codified fact one way or the other. So this is the last song we're playing today. The final battle. Very deep brass in the background there, yeah. Party coming in. Sounds weirdly heroic, doesn't it? I'm not sure what I think of that one. I like the previous one better. But yeah, it sounds like pretty much a straight mix. They added a couple of extra instruments during certain sections. Like that. Like adding the woodwind to accompany the brass just for the second section there. But that's all they really did with it. Not too bad, don't mistake me. But, I mean... I think this one did a lot better, you know? Now we gotta learn the piano. Hang on. Anyways, that's it for Loreweek today. We'll go ahead and cover the last, like, 3 songs. There's actually, like, 4. 5. But those 5 songs are like 30 minutes long between them. It's the ending stuff. It's all the ending stuff. So we'll cover that next Loreweek. For now, I'm going to go ahead and chop off.